Hi everyone, our journal page, and I'm beginning with the easiest technique that ever been to do a background with watercolors. And I've done this before with more explanations and tips, and I will put a link below to that video just so you will have another one with more variations to the technique. I'm starting on in this art journal, which is made supposedly from a watercolor paper. It's from the cheap store, but the quality is not that great, but it's fine for this what I want to do. I'm going to spray the back of my page with water. It's going to counteract whatever I'm going to do at the front. So first I've got water here, and now I'm going to put water all over my page here, and now I'm going to place the stencil that I've picked. Now I decided on this stencil just because it has lots and lots of details. I don't care what will be. It's just something that makes some kind of an imprint on the background, and I just wanted something not with lots of details and not symmetrical. You can use whatever, you can use symmetrical if that's what you want. Now I've sprayed water underneath my stencil here, and I will put even more because it creates some kind like a vacuum in between the page and the stencil, and it also helps the watercolors to spread. Now I've got this set from a Paul Rubens set. I've got this Pelican from more than 3 decades ago, and I don't think they are making anymore this watercolors. So what I was thinking is using all kinds of turquoise, green, and maybe some gold maybe at the end. I don't know. I'm going to play with it. Let's put it like this. And you can also spray on top with water. This is going to be with lots and lots of water. So yeah, okay, so I've got some emerald green here, just going all over. Wherever you want it, you put it. No, it really doesn't matter. You do whatever you want to do. I'm switched to another blue. Just letting it get in, and the more it seeps underneath, the better. You see how here it's starting to seep underneath? It will go even more. The more I will put on, the better it will be. You can also use that with sprays. I'm not sure about each spray. My sprays are made from gel food coloring with water, and they work great with this technique. And I've got also some sprays that are made from the powder dye, textile dye, and water also works. So yeah, I'm also adding some of this green color. Now it's just adding more and more until I can see that I've got all. I can go for a complete coverage, and I can go for partial coverage. It depends on you what you want to achieve, and I'm just playing, adding more and more. And if some area seems to you too light, just add more. The more you add, the more it will spread underneath. your stencil. And I'm letting also the colors mix, so I am getting in between shades. Maybe a little bit of this. Why not? Again, I'm just playing and having fun with it. Like here it's too light, so I'm going to reach for one of the colors, and again I'm going back, and the more I'll go back, the more it will spread and it will be more intense. If you want intense, go back and back and back. Don't want, you want some subtle background, go then be more careful and stop after, I don't know, let's say one coat, for that matter, I don't know. Just want to have some areas that have a little bit more definition, so I'm loading my brush with lots of color paint. I can also tap it like this. It's really up to you, just play with it. The only downside to this technique is the amount of time it will take to dry, but the results just are worth it. So yeah, okay, now I'm leaving it be. I'm not doing anything with it, I'm just leaving it, and you need to leave it be until it's completely dry. Don't do anything with it. So, and the gold that I thought of adding, I'm thinking that after it's dry I will add some gold to it, but right now, or maybe later on. So right now I'm leaving it as is, and I will just have to wait until all of this is dry. I'll be back. Okay, so it's finally dry, and as you can see it just lifted. While it's still wet, it still clings to the paper. So I've got this stencil, and as you can see I still got lots of paint here, and I'm not going to waste it. What I'm going to do is take just plain white printer paper. Where is it? I put one here to the side and now I can't find it. I want to use the leftover paint. Well, I'll just take something else. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray this, and I'm just going to lay down paper and let it soak whatever is left, because I don't waste any paint, and I get lots of more painty papers just by doing things like this. Okay, so as you can see, that's the result. I already love it. Almost don't want to touch it, but I am going to touch it. And as I said, I want to add some gold, and maybe I'll even use some of this orangey metallic watercolor. And at first I thought I will go and cover the rest of the page, but I think this looks more organic, so I'm going to leave it as is. I just want to add some, as I said, gold in some places, just a hint of it. So I'll have some kind of a shimmer. I don't care if I'm going over some details I've got from the stencil. It's not important. It was only to create an interesting background. So I've got some of the gold, and maybe now I'll try and add some. I'm not sure about this one, about this orangey color, but I'm sticking with it. I'm going about it randomly. And I'm also going to stencil on top of it. Yes, that's not the main thing in this page. It's just a start. Of course, if you want it to be because you really like it, then leave it be and don't go on top of everything. Up to you. Yeah, hints of shimmery gold on the page. Not sure, still not sure about the orange, but I'm leaving it be. Of course, now I need for it to dry again, so I'll be back. Okay, so seems dry enough, and at first when I thought about this page, I wanted to stencil with this. I'm not sure about it, but I'm going with it because what's the worst that could happen? It's just me playing around, and we'll see. Now I'm using Distress Ink, a Stormy Sky, with this makeup brush, and I'm just going about it quite softly, and it's just one more element to the page. You can hardly see it, so I don't know if I want it. I'm going to let it go. Not everything works. Sometimes I think of something and it just doesn't work. Maybe if I used acrylic paint, but I've already got enough details that I'm not really I don't have to add more details. I was planning on using this stencil as my focal point, and I'm thinking what I want to take out of the stencil, because I'm not going, or maybe, why not? Maybe I'll do both. Again, first I thought I will only do this. Now I'm thinking I'm going to do both. Just not sure about it. Trying to place it. Okay, I think I'll go with this, or maybe I'm going to stencil first this let's say row of birds on a branch, and then I'll do this one. For that I need some black paint, so black acrylic paint. I could probably use even a dark blue, but I'm going for something that will really stand out on the page. So I'm taking a makeup sponge. Let's just, okay, so makeup sponge, black acrylic paint, taking a little bit, dabbing the excess, and it also helps the paint go inside the sponge. So I'm starting here. One of the things that I like with stenciling with black is that I will always have a black marker that I can do some, if it's fixing or adding details, I don't need to match it to something else. If I used any kind of blue, I would have to look for something that will match, and with black it's just easier. And of course black is more dramatic on the page, so there is that. I wasn't so sure about my focal point for this page, but I kind of went back and forth. If I wanted, at first I wanted some kind of a lizard as my focal point, and I also thought about butterflies because I really like butterflies. But then I decided on this. So yeah, you can always change your mind as you go along. And I'm taking the silhouette to the edges. I don't care that the background doesn't go all through to the edges. The silhouette is, yeah. So now I'm removing this masking tape to here, and now I'm going to place this row of birds. One is a little bit off the edge, but that's okay. Not sure about the placement again. I want this birdie to be inside, so I'm trying. Yeah. I think that's going to be the placement. So once again, sponge, black acrylic paint, dabbing the excess. I'm thinking that after I'm finished stenciling with the black, I'm thinking about going with a gold line around it, but I'm not sure. First I need to see it as a whole before I decide if I need more definition to my silhouette. Oh boy, I love it. I need a little bit more paint here and here. Sometimes you need to go back. Yes. Okay. I love it as it is. I'm leaving it be. The only thing that I'm going to do is what I call connect the dots, which is stencil is made out of separated shapes, so it can be a stencil. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to connect the shapes with the black marker. That's it, very simple. And what I said about fixing, and this is one of the things that you can do. I can also decide that I want to add a branch or to add detail, so that's the beauty of it. You can start with the stencil and you can decide to do all kinds of fixing, adding. If I don't like this branch, I can fix it and go like this. So it's very, very easy. If I feel one of the lines is not good, I can go around and make it better. You see, I'm just adding where I think it's needed. Like here, I want more of a tail for this birdie and more of this, so yeah, a little bit more definition to the silhouette. Don't know why. That's the beauty of it. You can change. Yeah, I think, yeah, now I really like it. Checking to see that I didn't miss anything. So yeah, you know what, this is it. Almost forgot this. Yeah, okay. This is it. I like it as is. I don't feel like I need to add anything. So I hope you liked it. I hope you'll have fun with stencils and watercolors. I will put the link below for the other video with all the tips and tricks with it. And if you want, we have a Facebook group to post what we are doing, and it's also in the description box below. So thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments down below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.